drive by Kazan. Knocks down the three and now drives down the lane and finds Wolf. Big time minutes for that young man.
Garcia, three goes. He'll bring it all the way over to Wiltshire. He'll try one.
This is what he does.
And tipped and kept alive. Again, offensive rebounds for the Aggies. That's what they do.
And Wiltshire comes in the game. He's looking to let it fly from three. 92% of his shots this year have come from behind the arc.
And he's hit 41 of them. Just not that last one. Garcia said, I gotta take this. And he got it.
On that move right there, the ball just kind of started slipping out of his hands as he was trying to get that hook shot off the glass.
He had a lot going on there. I can't believe he held on to it that long.
Oh, that's offensive.
Garcia, straight away, got it. Third time. Just under 16 a game. And has no points today so far. Garcia, nice little hook.
Because with the cut, it ends up with a layup the last time. This time a three-point shot.
Nick Townsend, a 49% three-point shooter. Probably should take more, but he's most of their size on the inside, so he's not always out there. He cuts the lead down to 7. Garcia thought about a three. He's going to take it and get it.
Between the two of them.
Finally,
now we got 5.
Yeah, he got a good look from the baseline and drilled it.
If Yale's going to come back in this game, it's going to be because of those two guys.
Wade Taylor, bounce pass underneath for an easy one for Garcia.
Too easy.
ESPN's Tom Hart. Way to go, Tom. Our friend Tom Hart doing research on that. Of course, Mark's played at Houston and Arkansas and now in Austin, and he's just got a knack.
A wide open shot for Trey Johnson. That was a big one.
2 for 8 so far today, but again, capable of going off at any moment. Garcia will try one and hit.
Offense needs to help our defense, which will also help us on the boards.
Jess, thank you. Usually the more chaotic a game is, the more it seems to favor the Aggies. We'll see how they respond here in the second half.
Yeah, but you don't want your offense to be chaotic. And when Buzz Williams says our offense has to help our defense, it means
Coleman, the turnaround. Garcia flies in for the rebound.
this looks more like Texas A&M.
Taylor to Hefner. Hefner to Garcia. Another three. His fourth.
Planning on getting home at about 7:30 that night. I got home about 10.
Shot won't go. Andersson Garcia, an offensive rebound and an easy.
Out to the free throw line. Again, that's their MO.
Look at Cam Carter getting way up, but then he lost the handle in traffic. Garcia got it and gets a bucket for the Aggies.
Well, very difficult for anyone in college basketball to handle.
Wade Taylor fires and was just a hair strong. Another offensive rebound for A&M. They pull down 42% of their misses. Best in the country. Andersson Garcia tries and buys.
What? So that's again the historical depth and quality of this league of the SEC this year. 13 teams could possibly get in.
Kentucky hammered LSU tonight by 31. Georgia, you mentioned, won against South Carolina. And Arkansas is playing Vandy. There's Garcia for 3. Chad Baker Mazzara gets by Taylor. Threw it up blindly, trying to go around Garcia. Taylor blows by Pettiford, finds Garcia to finish. Largest lead of the
key for them to be able to steal some buckets, like he was saying. Wade Taylor pressing the issue.
Payne couldn't finish, but it's pulled out of there by Andersson Garcia.
Now, statistically, this is when they're best. Offensive rebounds, going up to get a bucket, as you see Andersson Garcia. Raise the other, and the back cuts, they're so skillful. It's got to be lovely to have Condon back, also Houck, and add in hand locking as well.
This is a Florida team with incredible depth, and they seem to be adding to it. Condon guarding Garcia is trying to wave everybody through. They got 5 to shoot, and it's knocked away by Martin. Garcia fires it in. And Garcia with the steal. Andersson Garcia with the two-hand jam after the takeaway.
The shot clock for A&M. Manny. Step back. No good. Garcia, the loose ball, and lays it in.
He's taking a lot of heat off Wade.
Milicic wide open. And he can't knock down the 3. 41% shooter from out there in conference games. Phelps trying to shake the defender. Garcia, entry pass. Payne fumbled his away momentarily. Able to grab it and kick it out to Phelps. Shot clock at 8.
He'll get a shot.
Garcia inside. Milicic trying to defend. Garcia sneaks up underneath him and gets the bucket.
Said this Majak kid plays as hard as anybody you'll play this year.
A&M ball started 7 for 11, but 2 for their last 7. Chaz Lanier back in the game for Tennessee. He's got 9 points, 3 of 4 from the floor and 3 of 3 from deep. Here's Garcia drilling a 3. The second.
Great individual matchups. Tennessee grinding away.
First lead of the game for the Vols at 23-22. Garcia, second three-pointer for him. It's last year. Ball loose. Taylor has it, fires it ahead to Phelps. Gives it up to Garcia for the easy 2. Nice. Now 4 of 5. Chaz Lanier hasn't scored this half. Wade Taylor's been quiet, the 2 stars. Tennessee scored the last 6 points.
Little 2-2-1 pressure here by Tennessee. Coming out of the timeout. This will kill some shot clock.
Taylor 2 of 9 from the floor. Does have 7 assists. They all came in the first half. Good pass there, Garcia. And it somehow went in despite being blocked by a...
Taylor back on the floor. Didn't take him long to get a shot up. There's an offensive rebound underneath by Garcia, and he lays it in.
For the Razorbacks in the first 10 minutes. One of the reasons A&M has 4 more field goal attempts than Arkansas. A drive, a couple of ball fakes, and a step through. That is a hard-working bucket.
Good call by Coach Williams to throw Arkansas out of rhythm some offensively.
16 turnovers for the Hogs, most in SEC play. Aggies take advantage. Hogs haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Kick back to Wade Taylor, guarded by DJ Wagner. Good screen. And now I got a mismatch. He'll switch back if it's a handoff. See it guarded by Knox. 10 on the shot clock. Beat him to the rim. Got the foul in the end one. Full court pickup again. Wagner back on the floor for Arkansas. What about the defensive job he's done on Taylor today?
Yeah, done a nice job there. I think this is Arkansas team that just has to have a short memory confidence-wise.
Garcia got it to go off the window.
On the basketball. 6 blocks for the Bulldogs tonight. Here's Asa Newell. Garcia dropping that shoulder into his chest. Up and under move. Hard to stop.
A 1-2-2 3-quarter court. It's not necessarily to create turnovers. They're happy if they do, of course. They're just trying to slow down South Carolina's pace, getting into their offense.
Garcia from Basicki. How about Garcia right there to clean it up off the contract. That's consecutive trips for OU where they have missed the front end of a 1-and-1. There's some points out there.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's the kind of, you want to get to the free throw line on the road.
Carter gets it back to Garcia. Now 5 on the shot clock. Garcia lets it fly and rattles.
Texas is working really hard to try and get this thing down to single digits. Andersson, Garcia. Seconds left in the game. Phelps crossover, trying to bank it. Offensive rebound, Garcia.
Out of Memphis, running the point, lost his footing. Taylor all over it. Aggie basketball. Phelps has Garcia. Bounce pass. Rejected, but it's going to be 2.
But he gives you everything he's got.
Sears was the leading scorer in the first half. Taylor the other way, behind the back. Garcia, flush it big.
We're up right now. Garcia got a man in the air, and then it gets pinned up there. On the bench right now, Goodine is back in. So too is Phelps, and it's the tip.
Game 4-0. But since then, Texas has been methodical in going to work against them.
Now Texas shows zone. Rodney Terry says, get your hands up in this zone. Garcia pump fake into the rim. Once again. Aggies still trying to get it done with Wade Taylor on the bench. They've turned it into an 8-0 run. He went to the bench after picking up a technical that turned into his second personal foul. And a bucket for Andersson Garcia.
When it comes to shooting.
Williams with the rebuttal, just his 4th 3 of the year.
More than capable. Not what he does. He's more of a driver trying to get downhill, use his strong physical frame, but his shot looks good. He is a more than capable shooter from beyond the arc.
ACU trying to find their stroke as a team. They only make 5 threes per game. Dropping it off, Garcia with an easy bunny.
Those fouls.
They're not afraid to challenge officials to blow the whistle. They get out and they guard hard. Hefner, 10 to shoot, drops it off. Garcia, double pump, and he finishes at the rim.
Payne has been on a tear recently.
The 2 guards for A&M, Phelps and Taylor the 4th, are the 2 leading scorers on the team, but King, they've only attempted a combined 3 shots in this first half. They are so unselfish.
Matter 1-on-3, pretty finish right there by Keon Williams.
Has 7 points to match a team high from Bettiall. Houndy defense out on the arc. Garcia lays it in. Is that the weak spot?
But I think he's taking it to a next level when you watch him play for Buzz this year.
Offensive rebound, Phelps, miss. Tap out. And A&M will run some clock. Garcia, he's 2 opens. And there's the assist from...
That's how they get to the offensive glass also.
And they're playing small right now, Purdue. They should be able to stop them. And Garcia.
It hurt us is when people kicked it ahead like that, especially on diagonal skips, and attacked immediately.
We don't leave Lawyer alone in the open floor.
Basket's tough in here.
Nice floor. And a nice finish
by A&M. It's amazing when you get a little something going on the offensive end, how their defense picks up. It's almost as if A&M's the opposite of most human beings, where your offense ignites your defense. Well, their defense really ignites their offense.
Garcia lays it in. What hasn't he done tonight?
Yeah.
Wiltshire to come in a little bit earlier than he would normally, because the Aggies need to be able to stretch the defense in some way in this zone.
Garcia riches it with the right.
That's a good. Comes up limping a little bit on that.
After pouring in his 24th. A breakdown on defense and the injury to Bailey. That's up to 30 seconds before our under 12 media stoppage. Phelps jabs into a 3.
Again, Carter on an offensive rebound.
Payne between 2 defenders. Garcia. Got it.
Down low, as opposed to Ashworth getting into the paint against the length of the Aggies.
More than 3 minutes without a field goal for the Blue Jays. Garcia downhill, he cocked it back and finished with finesse.
Right.
Zurich Phelps, a 2-year starter at SMU, was among the AAC scoring and steals leaders, joining Taylor in the backcourt. Andy Garcia turned it down initially. That is a tough shot.
Well, he's guilty of the first foul. Quick inbound to Andersson Garcia. Got a defender in the air, and he goes to the glass, to the rack for the first.
ISO for Henry Coleman.
Oh, look at that tip in by Anderson.
Rebound Texas A&M. Aggies trying to get on the board here 3 minutes into the action. And Michi Johnson doing a good job of making sure to pick up Wade Taylor. You don't want to attack him too far because he's quick enough to go around you. There's the first bucket
that I talked about. That's all they want to do. They love that backdoor move right there.
Smooth on the jumper from Andrew Holyfield. Holyfield, a junior college transfer from Ranger. He's playing back in his hometown of Beaumont, where the Lamar campus is. Went to Westbrook High School in Beaumont. Andersson Garcia.
Andersson Garcia, again, besides getting rebounds, he's also can play a heck of a defensive player, too.
And it was recognized by those who cover the SEC as he was on the all-defensive team a season ago, 6 minutes in. The Aggies 11-7. A&M was down early. It's the Aggies on an 8-0 run, and now Andersson. He has 8 points, Andersson Garcia. Henry Coleman III runs down the inbound.
Zurich Phelps does have did not play the first game due to a thumb injury. You do see it taped up a little bit.
As Garcia won another one, that would have been a heat check. Instead, he's going to the basket, and he wiggled. We get back to it. Manny Obaseki to Henry Coleman. Rebound for Andersson Garcia, and the putback, and one. Hit one from just inside the arc. So 5 points for Knight. That's nowhere inside the arc from long range. Wade Taylor. Garcia picked it up. A&M stays on the offensive end. Oh, another pass from Manny Obaseki. Oh, what a dish.
Hard here in the second half. Johnson, tough step back off the back rim, and Washington in traffic collects it. Taylor, bounce pass, Garcia gets the roll off the front rim. Knight struggling to get good looks at the offensive end right now. Taylor sets up Garcia. Another finish right at the front of